So, growing up, I've always known that I was not born to be a career person. Career person in the sense that I would go to school, study whatever course, graduate, bring up my certificate, and start looking for a job with my certificate, or just being in a professional line or something like that. I never ever thought of something like that. So, guess what, guys? It was a roller coaster. It was such a journey because, yes, where I came from, where I grew up from, you have to go to school. It is very important. It is good. The school will shape your life. You will go through school, the school will pass through you, you will get some knowledge. Very important and very important. So yes, started the journey, started going to school, blah, secondary school, like we call it. And from there, graduated and then got into uni. And then I studied food science and technology. Yes, maybe some other time I would share my story, how everything synced in, and the little things that I've been opportune to experience in this world as a 29 years old lady. And that's still a work in progress. That is still on this journey because sometimes I look at the world as a whole or this life in general. I just feel like it is a journey, yes. It's such an experience, it's such an opportunity for us to experience this moment. And everyone has their unique strength, unique story to tell. And while thinking about that, I believe my story is also unique as well. Everyone has that part. It's just so interesting listening to people. At some points, we all get old, and then we get to share how our story went, our life went, what we did, some mistakes, regrets, everything. I'm grateful to God that 30 is almost here, and I'm able to realize and tell myself, girl, you can still find what you want for yourself. You can still find that purpose. You can find the reason why you are on earth. You can find the reason why you were being created into this world, and you will fulfill it. I've always had that prayer in mind, even though I didn't know when it was going to manifest, when it was going to happen, when it was going to come up. I'm grateful. For some people, it could be in their 40s, they start to look for, or their 50s or their 60s. I am so grateful to God. I do not take the opportunities for granted to start finding this purpose even at this age. Some people are still so much out there confused. And that's why I hope that if you belong to that confused state, we are about to find ourselves out. We are about to hijack our purpose and fulfill that purpose. And we are all going to do that together. Find mine, you will also see yours by the grace of God. So, as I was saying, I've always known that I was never going to be that career person. But then I graduated from school. Even before I graduated, I was already thinking ahead. I told you guys, I love to plan ahead. I love to. It's something that I do not. I just like. That's why I love my space. I love being alone most of the time because it allows me to meditate a lot, to think about so many things in depth. And yes, I'm always able to find answers. So yes, if you've not been finding a way to find answers to some things, so some issues in your life, you may need to just stay disconnected, maybe from social media. You can do it intentionally, and I'm sure you would find something out. You may not find it in a day, you may not find it in a week. It may take a long time, but put your heart to it, you would find it. So yes, as I was saying, that I always love to prepare. And before I graduated from uni, I think I was at 400 level, or because my course was 5 years, it was food science and technology that I studied in one of the greatest school, my alma mater, Bowen University. Yes, it's a Baptist university. That was where I graduated from. And I'm very proud of my school, my alma mater, because that one is another story for another gist for another day if you guys are interested. Anyways, so yeah, so before I graduated, the 400 level, I started thinking ahead. So what's life going to be? Life has to be more than this, because while we were in school, we were, everyone who is familiar with a private university in Nigeria, we had our, what's it called, principles and then rules and regulations that they just placed it there for you. You must be, I don't know, you must just be focused in this life. They just did all they could anyways to shaping our lives on the better route, in a Christian way, in a godly way anyways. That was the bottom line. They helped every one of us. So well, that's it. And I started thinking, what's my life going to be like after school? What am I going to do? I knew deep down that that school was not for me. Anyways, guys, I corrected with the 2-1. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how. I read anyways. But while reading, I used to pray a lot because this life without prayers, without God, you can't go far. Anyways, I feel like I got the cheat code and God just gave me, I just had to graduate. I just graduated effortlessly. I even had a challenge at my 500 level during the project year, and baby girl still scaled through. I don't know how. So many G's, so many things to say, so many victories, so many success that I can count as a child of God. Yes, I have been blessed in so many ways. I cannot lie. Even until this point of my life, I am blessed. I have been blessed, right? I think from the womb, I've been blessed with so much blessings I can't even count. So I can say that over and over again that I am surely blessed. So please, guys, we are not giving up on ourselves. We are here to support ourselves, encourage one another until we get there. So anyway, so back to my story. As I was saying, so I was thinking ahead. I was like, what's going to happen? What am I going to do? How is my life going to be like? What's it going to look like after school? What am I going to do? I don't want to start looking for a job. I don't. And then I found something, guys. And what I found was that I wanted to be a fashion designer. And yes, I went to fashion school for 6 months. And within that 6 months, I graduated and I started sewing complete dresses. Even the fashion school that I went to was 3 times a week, and from 6 hours a day, 3 times a week, and then you would learn how to sew so many things. Anyways, but I was grateful for that opportunity as well. And then I thought to myself, let me go to a fashion school. It could be expensive, but I know it will be worth it. And then I'll be able to make beautiful designs, because anything we're doing well, right? Whatever we do in this life is worth doing perfectly well. So yes, the fashion school idea was just for me to be able to make beautiful piece of clothing that would stand out, that would be neat, that would be extraordinary. I would save time. I just wanted more quality clothes. That was what I wanted to be making. And yes, I went for it. I told my dad, after spending so much money in uni, my dad was like, what's going on with so this amount of money? It was, guys, I think it was about, I spent 400,000 naira on my fashion school stuff, aside buying all the accessories that I needed. Anyways, so after that, it was, my dad didn't find it funny. He was like, why would you need so much money for just learning how to sew clothes? But I said I wanted the best, and God still answered my prayers. I got the money, enrolled. It was such a beautiful journey. I got all the support that I needed again from my family, my mom, my sisters. They are so amazing. So yes, they've been my support system right from day one, and I'm so grateful for them. So the journey started and kept on going a year or two. And then after fashion school, I started making beautiful pieces of clothes as an upcoming. What's my life going to be like? It's not easy, but my guys, my friends, this girl is a whole lot of story on her own, because sometimes it's just unimaginable. As sometimes when I think and feel like I plan things, that's why, guys, I would remind us to, when we are planning our lives, please let's try to put God first. No matter what happens, put God first. So sometimes I look back and I be like, while thinking, well, guys, I was saying I love to plan ahead. While planning ahead, I always make sure that I pray along with my plans. I just don't come up with things, idea in a day, and I got this, I can do this. No, I make sure that I pray along with my plans. Do you understand? It's for another thing for you to plan something, is another thing those things to manifest, for them to happen in real life. But you need to create those things in the spiritual realm, or maybe in prayers. You guide them, do whatever it is you need to do so you can see them happen. So yes, these things I'm saying, the story has always been a prayer point. It has always been a prayer point, back to back. So when I finished fashion school and then I went ahead, I started something little on my own from the house, cutting on it, but there was progress, there was increase, there was just this zeal to get something doing. And guess what, guys? The zeal and the purpose behind the fashion design was for me to be able to have the freedom of for myself, the freedom of time to actually pray and to worship, and just to have my own time to myself. Because I'm like, if I'm in this rat race of 9 to 5 or whatsoever kind of job, everything feels like a rat race. I'm like, oh no, that's not for me. That's definitely not going to be for me. Then I was like, this clothes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it so well. I'm going to do just fine with God on my side. Sorry about that. So with God on my side, I'll put in all the efforts, all the development that I have to do, grow, and then do this thing so well. And I believed in myself, and I believed in God by my side. So yes, pictures were coming together. I was making clothes for my friends, my sisters. I started getting gigs from outside as well, from neighbors, from people that I don't even know, within a year or two. And then I was like, there has to be more to life, because I'm just this kind of person that you have to be on your toes. You have to just keep thinking ahead. Once you get the first goal, the second goal, you get it crushed, you need to move on to the next one. Just need to keep growing. As we keep growing physically in age, things just have to keep growing along with us, making plans, making progress in life. So yes, I thought to myself, so what's going to be the next thing? My relationship life, I can't just be doing this. I think I was already about 25, 26 while I was doing my fashion school and all. And then I was already thinking before 30, I wanted to get married. I wanted to get settled. I wanted to have a family. And then I put that in prayer as well. Yeah, fast forward, God answered my prayer, and boom, brought me an amazing man, basically a God sent. Yes, God sent and answered that prayer for me. I cannot lie. So guys, we are going to be growing together in faith and in strength on this channel, on this page, in this family. So please get ready to tag along and just let's get this thing going while we find ourselves. So yes, I got answer prayers as well, and I got married, and the relocation journey started. Oh, before then, yes, I got a job. Oh goodness, oh my god. And I don't want this video to be too long, but yes, I think I just had to brief it in. I got a job after, because I was like, if there's going to be a relocation plan, I may need to put a hold on my fashion business, maybe not focus or putting too much money into that while I think about relocating. Then I thought, God, I think it's time for us to get a job, and boom, God gave me a job. And then I started with that, and within a year was able to save up and got answered the relocation journey, and boom, I got here, got to the UK and started the UK journey. It's been a year and a few months now, and all I can say is God has been good. God has been faithful. It's been so good to me and my family on this journey. And yes, after I got here to the UK, finding a job was a little bit difficult, because the job I got back in Nigeria before I moved down was a customer service job where we're able to serve people. I love to help people, basically. So it was a very seamless job for me. It was a stressless job. I did it with all my heart. I enjoyed it, assisting people. It was a very good experience for me, and I was grateful for that as well. So moving on, the relocation, got to the UK. I thought I was going to be able to get the customer care job, but this transition, we all know, if you've been there, it can be very tough, it can be hard, it can be difficult sometimes. Some people get lucky, I believe. But yes, I got some sales job, but I thought to myself, sales job, I never really liked the idea. Even from Nigeria, the facility, I was not sure, but I got about 2 or 3 of them. Just come. I feel like those ones, they just needed people ASAP to just come, and I don't know, but my mind was not there. I didn't go for the sales job. And my family too, they were just like, are you sure you'll be able to do it? You may need to walk around looking for customers and all. It may be a little bit tedious and challenging, but I was like, oh God, there's nothing you cannot do. I still believe in you. And within a month, I got a job in a warehouse, guys. One of the toughest job ever. I'm a very physical person. Physical, I like to be very active, but this job was challenging, but I took it. And fast forward, that was another journey on its own, and that was a job I had to quit, and within that job was when I started becoming so confused. So girl, you've relocated, you have family now, what are you doing with your life? What do you want to do with your life? And we have a baby on the way, guys. What are we going to do? What are you going to do, Luashin? I don't know. After I quit my job and I left, I walked away. I started looking at everywhere. I started searching. I put my CV together. I was like, you got this, girl. I put my CV together, dusted it, sent it out, and I got about 4 interviews in a very short time. Hello, can you come? The sales job still. I got few customer service job as well, and I was like, wow, this is a good sign. But then I told myself, are you sure you really want to do this? I couldn't find the inner peace. So then I took a step back again. What do you want to do? What, I don't know. Everywhere felt so dark. Everywhere I was literally feeling like I didn't know what to do. I literally felt like a failure, where to start from. Because guess what, guys? I started looking at writing, how to write, writing skills, all these skills that I can do, work from home. I started searching for so many things, virtual assistants. Where do I start from? It was so overwhelming. But at the same time, I was like, is this the actual life that I want to live? I haven't found out yet, guys. I still somehow feel like a failure because I don't have anything I'm doing at the moment. I don't have anything. All I have right now that I feel like I have is just my mouth and my heart right now. I have God by my side. That's why I'm still here, to find my purpose. So guys, if you are on this line with me, you can relate, you totally understand. I don't know if you're up to 29 already, or you're above 29 and you're still finding that inner peace within you that actually makes you fulfilled. You could be in the right place. We can do this together. Hopefully we are able to find this purpose together. So yes, that's all I have for today, guys. Yes, so that's all I have for today. And please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to drop your comments. Give it a give this video a thumbs up. You can share it to anyone you feel like needs to listen to this or to hear this at the moment. And I'll see you guys later, where the story may continue. We'll share a few stories more, and let's just see how it goes. I love you guys. Bye.